trees overrun with mistletoe. Now let the sighing of the branches soothe me, and may all thoughts of chaos fade.
Hurry! We are nearly there.
Peace, Frick. It will do us no good to arrive at our enemy's doorstep exhausted.
Sutur has our son. Fair Baldur fallen to treachery. Does that mean anything to you?
It does. Sutur will pay a heavy price for it. We do not serve our cause by reckless haste. The tyrant of Muspelheim acts with purpose, and I would know the web he weaves before I'm caught in it.
So speaks one who never nursed our babe at the breast, nor held him as he slept. You were warming your wife's bed while I nurtured your son.
You were only too keen to send him to my care, and Freya's, when the call of adventure became too great to resist. Now dampen your heart fire. Captive he may be, there's nothing in the Nine Realms that can harm Baldur.
There is one thing. Pick up your heels. Baldur was too mighty to be captured by force. I sent Loki hand in this.
As do I. Yet still the wretch refuses to confess. That is why he waits in fetters for our return. Chained by my own hand, as I chained his son.
As he has chained ours in turn.
If he is truly conspiring with Sutur, he will know my everlasting wrath.
Will he, Harvey? Or will you forgive him once again, so he may wreak more misery upon us? You love your dear blood brother too well, when he has brought you nothing but pain.
We have brought each other pain.
Harvey, look!
Burned. Their corpses left as food for the crows. A dark omen indeed.
Come. There is no time to waste on the dead.
We should have done more. We should have rallied the whole of Asgard when the Muspels invaded Svartalfheim.
And you should never have let our son come here.
He sought to prevent this war. Was that not a worthy goal? As for Asgard, the Builder's treachery was still fresh. We needed to rebuild, honor our dead. There was little appetite for further conflict.
I recall you said the same when Sutur invaded Alfheim. Now the elves are no more.
Now you dredge up ancient history?
You should have intervened, Lord of Asgard. Then and now. Instead, Sutur has grown too bold, and our son may be the cost of it.
Do not say so, Frigg. We will find him yet.
What have they done? The city lies in ruins.
This is worse than I thought. They've put this land to flame and sword.
Baldur. He is nearby, Harvey. I feel it.
You feel it?
The bond of mother and child. Something you will never understand. Now follow. Where is he? That way. Maybe this?
These buildings stand hollow. No one is here.
Then we have nothing to fear. There! Inside that house. He has been here. It is so faint.
Are you sure?
Can't you tell? Come. He must have gone this way. That building! Hurry!
I see no sign of Balder.
No, but the essence of him lingers. It is stronger here than before. Do not slow, Javi! We are on his trail!
If this instinct is true, let us follow it further.
Where are you, my son? If they have harmed a hair on your head...
Keep faith, Frick. We'll find him safe. We'll see. This city broods beneath a cloak of uneasy silence. Where is the enemy?
Concern yourself only with our son. He is close. I feel it now. He was here. The smell of his skin, his hair. It's as if he left but a moment ago.
There may be other signs. Keep watch. I will look upstairs. What is this place? What happened here? Dried blood. Could it be his? Was it you, dear brother?
Javi! They're here! The enemy is upon us!
This area smells. Freak! I'm coming!
Where is my son, demon?
He waits at my master's pleasure. There. But maybe not so fair as you remember.
Javi! More of them! Gorge your blade!
Who will burn Asgard? You will never reach our master! This city will be your tomb!
Stand in our way!
Find your skull!
too long since you and I crossed blades.
Then let's make this the final.
Begin!
Each injury you've done, my son, feel them tenfold!
I feel nothing but your effort. You faltered over the last call. You should never have come to my home.
Blow your mouth with steel! God of vision and here! Give my son to me!
Keep talking, High One! Your blows, weak as your words. Look like you could do with a lie down.
We must kill the High One.
He's not fated to die today.
The smell of death lingers in my nostrils. That was no mere dream. I must seek Valka's wisdom. Mistletoe.
The air hangs heavy around you, Eivor. You are troubled.
I had another dream. A vision, like the last. This one full of fire.
Tell me.
I saw the god, Balder, broken and beaten, held captive by his suitor. I tried to save him, but I was defeated and left to die in a pit of corpses. When I awoke, I found this in the fold of my clothing.
Balder also dreamt of his own death.
This tale I know. Afterwards, his mother Frigg visited everything, living or dead, and had them swear not to harm him.
But she overlooked the mistletoe bush.
And so fate had its way.
Not all visions are premonitions, Eivor. But all hide wisdom, if we have the wit to see it. Drink this, if you would know more. Then go to the sacred circle behind my hut. There is more mistletoe there. Lay the mistletoe around the circle. Light it, and stand within. We shall see what your dream has to teach you.
Mistletoe is in place, ready for burn. Valka! What is the meaning of this? Is this some part of your ritual? The flames draw ever closer! Ah! Valka! Would you burn me alive?
If you would reach your dreams, Eivor, you must not run from the fire. You must become it.
Javi's not well.
A passing weakness. It's nothing. We should continue.
Are you sure? We could rest a while.
They kidnapped my son, murdered his mother. I will not rest till I repay these wrongs. Oh, forgive me. You lifted me from that fly-blown hell, set me on my feet again. You do not deserve my rage.
And you do not belong among the dead. Not yet. Now come on. Your gift awaits.
You still have not told me the nature of this gift, nor why you offer it.
Its nature you will know soon enough. As to why, well, you have seen the suffering the Muspels brought to Svartalfheim.
Fire and ruin and slaughter. They made wasteland of our green meadows, and enslaved those they didn't kill.
They keep your people as slaves.
Aye. Surtur works them for some dark purpose of his own. What that is, we don't yet know.
We can't fight them, Javi. Our people are broken, forced into hiding. But now the tides of fate have washed the Lord of Asgard to our shores.
I'm not your savior. I mean only to find my son and return him.
Rid us of Surtur, and you might save us nonetheless. That is why we offer you our gift. Look upon the splendor of our halls, Javi.
A sight to stir a careworn heart. In all the 9 worlds, the crafters of Svartalfheim have no equal.
A Muspel! Oh, hammer and tongs, they're here!
They're looking for the gift.
This dolt dares to steal a gift intended for me?
Javi, you have to stop them.
With pleasure. Keep back. I will deal with this.
We should search around here. Hopefully with better luck than that monster. Must be around here somewhere!
What are we looking for? I see nothing but stone.
There should be a hidden catch. It's somewhere right about here! Take it, Lord of Asgard. Put it on. From the dwarves of Svartalfheim to you.
This is a mighty gift indeed.
Told you they'd like it.
With this bracer, you can draw out the essence of fallen foes, steal their powers, and make them your own. Try it now on that Muspel you killed.
I feel it. Fire charges my blood.
Aye, but you'll need more of it before you can take on their powers. Let's keep moving.
Let's keep moving. Aesir! Sound the alarm! Here they come! Protect us, Javi! Spawn! You're welcome!
Yes, Javi! Absorb the essence of those you slay to charge the bracelet.
A powerful incentive to kill the enemies of the dwarves.
Aye, it's almost as if we planned it or something. The door's blocked! Barred from the other side!
Calm yourself, Sparrowheart. Javi will find us a way around.
Let's be about our business quick. Where there's one more spell, there'll be others.
Let them come. I have death enough for all. I drew upon the Muspel's power, and the lava did not harm me. What other gifts might this bracer grant me?
Javi, are you there? Open the door!
They're taking too long? Oh, one of the Muspels got them! We're doomed! I knew you could do it! Didn't I tell you, Secret?
You never doubted for an instant. Javi, your brace's magic will run dry if you do not replenish it. Look around. See if there's something here that will help you to do so. We must hurry. If the enemy found these hidden halls, they can find the shelter.
Shelter?
A sanctuary. A secret hideaway only the dwarves know. When the invasion began, our people took refuge in such places.
But the threat of discovery means we're always on the move. Holstein and I left our own shelter in search of resources. When we returned,
Everyone was gone, leaving nothing but a secret sign to show us how to follow.
that shelter is somewhere nearby. We'd better find our companions before the moose...
Can't. Need to get on the other side.
My Emir's bones. What have we done to deserve this?
Those flowers, like the shrine. All their voices are but faint.
The High One always knows.
Obstacle. Just the doors here. These flowers are useful when it comes to revitalizing my balance.
The floor! It's gone!
If that block of stone was closer, we could make the jump. The moose bows in the fire sludge. It's everywhere.
I will move that block nearer, so we can make it across.
Oh, thanks, Javi. I knew you wouldn't let us down.
And I never will. You saved my life not so long ago. I will forever be in your debt.
Javi, brace it.
Well now, I was just saying something.
Javi, the bracelet. It allowed you to take on the guise of a Muslim.
Well done, Harry. Now let's be on our way. You come back. Good. Now then.
Javi, the bracer. It allowed you to take on the guise of a Muspel.
Then I shall use this new trick to my advantage. I will walk among them, yet not be one of them. Simbara.
I thought I heard the mewing of an Aesir kitten. My husband should have stamped on you when he had the chance. But mercy is no flaw of mine.
I will see red vengeance on all of you for what you have done.
And I will enjoy watching you fail. You should have stayed in Asgard. You fight well. Better than your woman, at least.
Come at me then! Let's finish this!
Oh, I'll be back. I will hunt you to the far corners of the 9 worlds. Treasure every moment, Javi. For death is at your heels. And you know not the hour it will find you.
Shenara! Damn you to hell!
You beat Sinmara! I never dreamed I'd see it! Fate has truly sent us a hero!
Fate bends to my will. Now, show me to this shelter of yours.
Look around in the woods. That will set us on our way.
Thor lends me strength.
Symbol, a dwarf mark. It points the way to the shelter.
Let's examine the map for any clues.
See here, Javi. This is a map of Svartalfheim. You can see the shelter should be nearby. There are other shelters too. We only have a rough idea of their locations. But when you get close, you'll see the signs.
Can't wait to see their faces when we arrive. Finbar, Hro, Old Garot, and his dirty beard.
Finbar still owes me 20 silver from losing at cards. Bet he thought he'd got away with it too.
Remind me never to play you at cards.
Ha! The day you part with a coin is the day the sky falls down.
Another! We must be getting close.
There's a hard path we walk. Well hidden.
Has to be, or else the Moosepools would find it. But day by day, they're learning to read the signs.
And once that happens, no dwarf will ever be safe again. Where is the next sign? It should be here.
Hidden, perhaps? Let's look around.
You found it, Happy.
Good work. Let's be on our way then. It can't be far now. Follow me.
Wait, you're sure it's that way?
Have a little faith, Halstein. I know what I'm doing. We are getting closer.
Sure about that?
Yes. We should go left after the next sign.
No. I'm certain it's to the right.
You are mistaken, as usual. Follow my lead.
Alstein! Well, slap my bollocks and call me an elf. You found us! And with all those muspels on our doorstep.
You know about the muspels?
Wouldn't be much of a chief if I didn't. Hope you didn't wear yourself out coming out to warn us.
Actually, we kinda did.
And who's this you've got with you?
I am Harvey, called Wolfsbane, Raven Guard, the High One of Asgard.
That right. They call me Brute. Arse Scratcher, Snot Snorter, he of the crusty toe.
Harvey is here because we have an enemy in common. Surtra has taken his son captive.
He fought Sinmara to a standstill. I saw it!
Surtur, eh? Any enemy of that oversized stack of hearth sweepings is a friend of mine. Come inside. You two, get some rest.
Wait, Harvey. Before you go, I have another gift. We would not have made it here without you.
Nor I without you, my friends. I'd say we're even.
Take this all the same. It's silica. Bring it to a blacksmith and they will put it to good use on your behalf.
Thank you, Sigrun. And you, Halstein. May our paths cross again soon.
Silica? You must have done something right. That stuff's rarer than hen's teeth these days.
The Muspels.
Aye. They seized the mines and now they guard them carefully. Bunch of overly flammable bastards. Still, if you ever need more, you're welcome to slaughter your way to one of their stockpiles.
My son is in Sutra's clutches. I have no time for diversions.
Might be you change your mind once you see it put to use. Let me show you our blacksmith.
Is that an Assi?
I'm sure I know you. Salutations, Chief. Who's your friend here?
They've got too many names to remember. All you need to know is they've got silica.
And the bracer of such craftsmanship as makes my hammer-arm weep with envy. That's a fine thing indeed. But maybe not so fine that it can't be enhanced somewhat. Any half-decent blacksmith should be able to help you improve it. Assuming you have the right materials, of course.
Others here will be glad of a stranger's silver. Look around a while, if you like.
You know my purpose. I have no time to tarry here.
He asks for death who goes to battle unprepared. I'll see you at the entrance when you're ready.
A sight for sore eyes.
Back again so soon? It seems but a moment since I saw you.
It is said by your kind that time passes swiftly to the beat of hammer on anvil.
Aye, and those who say it have never lifted a hammer in their lives. How can I serve? Any other one?
Until next time.
You should get back to work. Svaladal awaits.
Looking for a companion you can trust? Buy an animal. About the only thing you can trust these that all?
I'll leave you to it.
Harvey?
You know, you ain't the first stranger to come around here. A while back, our scouts saw a Jotun creeping about. Name of Hurricane.
Hurricane. No doubt she flees the wrath of Suttungr and Gunnlother. Hers was not a name I expected to hear in this place. Her presence here may be an ill omen. Or it might mean nothing at all.
You as guardians like to be vague, don't you? Walk with me now. Let's have some straight talk.
One thing puzzles me. You cower in these holes like rabbits. Why not fight back?
We fought at first. Fought hard. But they hit our leaders. Scattered us. Once they divided us, we were done.
Then join together. Raise your axes and throw them off.
That's simple, eh? Look, we don't even know where the others are. The shelters were planned so that if one of us was caught, we couldn't give them all away. But you could find them, I'd wager.
My business is with Suttr and rescuing my son.
You might have noticed that Suttr can't be killed. Could be a problem.
I will find a way. Or else I will seize what he values most and trade it for Baldur's freedom.
Either way, you'll need our aid. You don't know an inch of this land. Listen, Harvey. I understand. This isn't your war. You just want your son back. But those Muspels on our doorstep, they ain't no joke. If they find us, we're dead meat. Thing about Muspels, though, is they love to fight amongst themselves. All that's stopping them is fear of Suttr. Take out their leader, they'll tear themselves apart. Flee back to Muspelheim, most likely.
And Svartalfheim will once again belong to the dwarves.
Dwarves who will be very, very grateful to the one who delivered them. There's more gifts where that bracer came from.
I make you no promise, but I will seek out your shelters. Perhaps there I will find the means to save Baldur.
Good enough for now. Welcome to Svartalfheim, Harvey. From here, Ragnarök.
Goes up here.
Tove, how have you been?
The fire made me think of the myths and legends Sven loved.
Would you indulge me with a tale? I would be glad to hear of Svartalfheim.
I would not tell it half as well, but his favorite was a fable to remind us to find meaning in our deeds and not in how others think of us. Svartalfheim was not short of legendary dwarven blacksmiths. Everyone has heard of Ivaldi, of Brukker, and Sindri. But this tale is of a stonemason. He lived as far south as he could, where Gulnamar meets Vangvin. His workshop sat upon the shoreline. Obsessed with glory, his love of masonry had all but died. He scoured the shore, seeking precious stones washed up from other realms. Then he saw it. Something beautiful, glittering, shimmering across the water, upon an island he had never dared travel to. He hastily built a boat, working long into the night. He set sail and found many rocks that sparkled and dazzled upon the island. He cried out in joy. To craft anything from such stones, he would be remembered for all time. Then he felt a sudden sting on his foot. Then another, and another. His eyes adjusted to the dark. So consumed was he by his desire for renown, he failed to realize he had walked into a nest of snakes, until it was already too late. And so, clutching the stone that sealed his fate, there he died. Remembered, yes, but only for his folly.
A fine tale, Toby, and well told. Sven would be proud. Are you and Bridget well?
Of course. The flames soothe my mind, as do the tales told here.
You have one to share, Gunnar. A legend of Svartalfheim.
Aye, a story of a king who could not see the wood for the trees. Reidmar, greatest of dwarven kings. Within his palace in Gulnamar, he wanted for nothing except an heir. Reidmar and his wife had grown old. Perhaps too old. Late one night, consumed with worry, Reidmar walked in the shadow of his vast mountain-top palace, tears in his eyes. "The great king! What ails you?" a voice said. Afraid, Reidmar saw no one. "Who goes there?" he replied. Then he saw who addressed him. A vast and ancient tree, perhaps almost as old as Ymir himself. Reidmar sat upon its roots and told the tree he feared he was too old to give his subjects the legacy they deserved. The tree was so moved, it wept and offered its tears to Reidmar. "Drink, great king," it said, "and your woes shall be washed away." Reidmar observed the grass, the meadows, the leaves of the tree. His subjects' happiness could be seen in how they cared for the land. His legacy was all around him. Reidmar felt at ease, realizing he had everything he needed, and asked that the land receive the tree's gift instead. The tree's happy tears flowed evermore, enriching the land. 9 moons passed, and a baby's cry rang through Reidmar's palace. Long would dwarves place gifts in the weeping tree's roots. in memory of Raidmar and his kindness that shaped all he touched.
All things happen when they should, old friend.
I hope so.
Eivor! Whatever is the matter? Have you been spending too much time drinking Valga's special sauces again?
I'm troubled by visions of Odin and of Svartalfheim. They flood my mind without warning, without invitation.
Aha! Which is how Thor flooded Svartalfheim. Thor, fast to act, but not so fast to think, would stomp and thump and fight and bump everywhere he and Mjolnir should go. One day, he fought a giant in Jotunheim with such ferocity that Thor's killing blow was felt through all 9 realms. The ground shook, mountains rose up, hills tore apart, creating canyons, and north of Svaladal, the massive lake that housed the springs of Yggdrasil split open, flooding all of Svartalfheim. The dwarf king, Hreidmar, acted swiftly. He built 3 mighty dams, preventing further damage to his realm, working alongside his beloved subjects. So surprised was one builder to see the great king working as an equal that he slipped, tumbling into the raging waters below. Without hesitation, Hreidmar leapt, once from his horse and again from the center of the dam's lip, diving into the frightful torrent. Before the builder could even cry for help, Hreidmar was pulling him onto dry land. And so 2 giant statues were built to honor the king, one for each leap of unthinking bravery, and stood until the end of days.
Until Ragnarok.
Aye! So you see, actions ripple outward, like a stone falling into a lake. Or like Thor crushing a Jotun skull with Mjolnir.
Affecting everything, whether foretold or unknown.
I fear my tale has only worsened your concerns.
No, a good story is a log that feeds a mind's flame. Thank you, friend.
I hear you seek tales of Svartalfheim. You are not alone in your glimpses of the Aesir.
You have seen them too.
No. Only the power the visions hold, and their effect on those once held dear.
You speak of Sigurd.
Do you want my tale or not? There was a dwarven miner who cared only for his work. Mining was all he knew, all he wanted to know, and all he would ever know. One day, he heard a strange noise. All his long life, working in the northern mines of Vangrim, he had never known a boulder to squeak. He ignored it at first, but as the hours passed, the squeaking continued relentlessly. When the miner could take no more, he split the boulder apart with his pick, and then he saw a squirrel. Until now, pinned by the boulder, afraid and tired, the freed squirrel climbed into the miner's long beard and slept for 3 days. When the dwarf awoke the next day, he found fruit and nuts waiting for him. A gift from the squirrel, the first the miner had ever received. Finally, the miner had a friend. The squirrel led the dwarf to a stone hill within a lake. There, the dwarf would fish for supper while the squirrel played in the trees. One night, watching his fishing line, the dwarf drifted off to sleep, smiling, enjoying the happy squeaks of his friend above. When the sun rose, its light did not find the dwarf, for he had turned to stone, his short-lived bliss captured evermore.
And the squirrel?
It never left his side, hoping his friend would awaken, just as the miner had waited for the squirrel to do the same.
Sigurd. He's not lost to us. In every great story, there's truth to be found. I wonder what could be found in Svartalfheim, the place they spoke of. Ah, a new letter. shelters must be nearby.
Fix up your boat, or don't. Makes no odds to me.
What have you got for me today?
Anything else?
Your enthusiasm is quite inspiring.
Oh, is it? That's nice. Are you buying something?
I'll come back later.
It is cold. Looking for work? Red Eye's always happy to oblige. Until next time, then.
I will pour my favorite drink.
Be welcome, friend. Let me make art of your skin, a sculpture of your hair.
The plight of your people has not dampened your spirits, it seems.
The surest cure for sadness is to make merry. And we have made merry indeed.
May I see your stores?
Anything else?
Another time, perhaps.
I will pour my favorite drink. It is called a lot.
Easy, love.
What? I am not as thick as you drunk I am.
There's anything to learn from these dwarves. It'll take great patience on my part.
They may try us with fire, but little do they know what fire's...
Look around. There's got to be a tankard we can tongue a few drops out of.
Don't let me interrupt you.
Lord, am I pissed or does the Allfather stand before me?
Both? This is good. The Wise One will surely help solve our problem.
Let us help one another. What exactly is the source of your grief here?
Rhymes! Rhythm! Oh, we could use your poet's heart.
My what?
Your words! Your gusto! We, the greatest of the sons of Ivaldi, are in need.
fitting end to the song of... well, our end.
I'm here to understand how you might help me strike back at Sutter.
Strike back? Nonsense! Besides, it is not only he we must contend with, but his kin, his daughter Asa, stirs above, snatches up our people, works them to death.
An unwinnable war? All that's left to do is eat, drink, shag, and seal our legacies.
Exactly! But as is clear as day, we have drunk ourselves to hell, and no rhyme sticks the way it should. So, it must be you who completes the song of our saga, mine and Lom's.
I will hammer the end of your saga with the strength of Mjolnir.
Yes! What spirit!
We are to be remembered and revered by all.
Yes! With Javi among us, we must adjust the final verse. Listen closely. To the depths of Svartalheim, great Javi came, met with dwarves he knew not by name.
In search of warriors without remiss, instead found cowards who reek of piss.
Not quite what I was thinking. Let's try.
You call yourselves the sons of Ivaldi. Why? To shit on his name?
Brammer, I don't think he means to lend his words to our song.
Go away, Mom. Your words carve a deep wound. But they are true enough. Each day we see our numbers dwindle. Friends go out, but do not return. The choice to forget is alluring.
Sutter has stolen my son, and I do not have the luxury of forgetting. You said Sutter has a daughter.
Yes. Clever, cunning, commands an elite swath of warriors. She oversees Surtur's operations here.
Where may I find her?
There is a smeltery up the road. The dwarves there may know.
I'll go there, see what your people know. With luck, I can trap Asa, trade her life for my son's. Thank you, Bramir. Now tend to your people as a true son of Ivaldi should. I need you.
I will.
They may try us with fire, but little do they know what fires these hands have endured! And Asa! Oh, that little tart! But...
If Sutter has a heart, I shall put it to the test. Surely his beloved daughter's life is worth Baldur's freedom. The dwarves at the smelting camp. Maybe they will go down with the princess. Stink. Smells worse than Ivaldi's forge back in Asgard. Let's see what these dwarves can tell me about Asa.
What are you doing here?
Can you spare a moment?
Piss off, One Eye!
Friendly. You and I should talk.
Hi, One. Is that really you? What are you doing here?
I've come looking for Sutra's daughter. The one they call Asa. I hear she frequents this place.
She makes her rounds. Comes to see that we are working as best we can.
What is all this work for?
Who knows? She brings us the ores, we extract the metals. They go to Sutra for whatever it is he so desires.
And what is she like, this Asa?
Get on her bad side and she'll bark her threats. But so long as you keep on the straight and narrow, she is tolerable. Ensures you are well fed and healed of your wounds. Sets the bar high for a Muspel.
Where might I find her now?
I do not know, but you can try your luck around the kiln.
Bad. This is very, very bad.
Asa appears soft of heart. For a Muspel. Are you alright?
Move away! I need to fix this, or I'll lose the whole batch along with my head. No, no, no! What is... What? Ah! This is bad. This is very, very bad. Emir's beard! It works! It works!
Leave us alone!
As good as new.
You have done me a great service! I could kiss you!
I'd prefer you use your lips to tell me where I may find Asa.
Asa? What business does an Asir have with a Muspel princess?
I have a quarrel with Sutur. His daughter will help me rectify it.
And how do you plan on that? Asa may come off as a young cub, but she does have a dark side.
As do I. Can you tell me where to find her or not?
Not exactly. The resources we receive come from a Milna, but I haven't got a clue which. Our blacksmith, Glamnik. Asa took some of his workers with her. He may know more, but have caution. Last I heard, the guards are making an example out of him.
What are you doing?
Getting you out of here. Now keep... Are you okay?
I owe you my life. Those Muspels were prepared to let me bake to death.
You are in no debt to me. Though, as it turns out, I have need of your help.
Me? What can I help you with?
Putting a stop to this invasion.
I am listening.
I know Asa oversees your work, and I need to find her. What do you know of her whereabouts?
Nothing more than which way I saw her leave. It was east. Though, interestingly, she took a bunch of my people with her. Diggers. Maybe she is scouring another site?
That is helpful. Farewell, and keep safe.
At last. Oh, relief.
You toil as if tomorrow will never come. Is Is this the pace Asa demands?
It keeps her pesky rodents off my back. Keeps me fed. Well, barely. At this rate, I could eat a troll.
I imagine the hunger pangs hit quite frequently here. May I offer you something to eat?
It would surely help keep this toiler going.
I have something that will sate your belly, and hopefully rouse your spirits.
How can I repay such a kindness?
Asa is a common enemy of ours, and I'm looking for her.
Common enemy is right. If I had it my way, I would bash her pretty face into scalding goo. Sadly, she has not returned for me to try my hand. And I do not know where she has gone.
Is there anything you can tell me?
I get the growing sense you mean to confront her.
Forcefully.
Then do have caution. Asa can use magma to treat her wounds. Quite quickly, I might add. She always has a silky fresh layer on her skin.
I'll have to remember that.
You see, Asa, you will give her my friendly regards, won't you?
Can you spare a moment?
Piss off, One Eye!
Do not react. It's I, the Ascian.
What? That is quite the disguise. If Loki is giving lessons, tell him we could use his expertise.
I have him locked away in a dungeon cell for roughly the next 1,000 years.
So then, what brings you? You have not come to lend your hand in the muck.
I'm looking for Asa. Can you help me with that?
Surtur's daughter. Haven't seen her for some time now. She's got her minions keeping a watchful eye on us now. What I can say is that wherever she goes, she makes it a point to forge large magma pools. Seen her do it here. Walks around in them. I hear she can even move through them.
Something to look forward to.
Crafty she is. If you see any liquid fire pits, it may be proof she is nearby.
I will keep an eye out. Some other task has stolen Asa's attention as of late. If she's distracted, it will make capturing her all the more simple. I wonder how Asa feels about uninvited guests. Aid me. Be my eyes. I should not be seen in this area. Everything a Muslim princess could ever want. What is this?
Are you lost, Esir?
That depends. I'm looking for someone. I was told I might find her here. Maybe you know her. Muspel, around your age. Goes by Asa. Father's, how shall I put this? A vainglorious fool who thinks himself a god.
Never heard of her.
Then you will not mind if I stay a while. Dip my toes in one of these soothing fire baths.
I have a better idea.
Oh.
Turn around. Go back from where you came. And please, do mind your step.
That is no way to welcome a curious outsider. Care to put that away?
Why? Afraid I know how to use it?
I'm sure you can use it. Passably well. But then I would have to kill you.
Don't worry. You won't.
Lead by, Asa. There is an easy way out.
Now where is the fun in that?
Let's keep the baubles out of it, shall we?
Oh no. The godly gloating. Smite me, I cannot bear it.
If I were you, I would save the tongue wit for a more appropriate time. I saw no such trinket on Sutter. Yet he too has a problem with dying.
So that was you and Eitri. What squabble had you trading blows with my father?
He has taken my son. And now I will give your father a taste of what he has wrought. Move, so that I may trade his child for mine.
You clearly do not know my father. Your son, Baldur, I assume. He has something my father needs. And if that is so, Papa would sooner see me dead than give in to your demands. If you want your son back, you will need something far more precious than me to barter with. Me, his own daughter? I simply will not do.
Then there's no longer any need for you to draw breath.
Asa! We found it! We found...
Oh! Found what? What have you found?
Asa would not want me to say.
Asa's no longer here. I am Havi of Asgard, Lord of Frenzy, and you are in full control of my temper.
A mural. Asa believes it may help her gain entry to an ancient vault. It is in a cavern, that way!
So long as Sutter lives, my son will be his prisoner. But how does one kill that which cannot be killed? If death is not his weakness, then I must find something that is. Interesting here. I need to see what it is. Use Loki right now. He always knows what trade is.
Keep watch on my back! Dog! Stand up the dog!
Found your mural, Asa. With elven symbols, a few of which may allude to peaks or mountains. You! Can you read this to me?
Me? I can try. Elven runes are not something I can decipher with ease.
You will fare better than I, and that will have to do. Any mention of an ancient vault, a door, secret entrance, maybe?
No, but I can make out this. See? 2 great mountains to the north, the sun and moon above.
That's it?
Regrets, Asir. We are simple diggers, not experts of things writ long ago.
Not to worry. You've been a great help. Found your mural, Asa. Let's see now. All is located between 2 great mountains to the north. I should search there. look, Sunan. This must be the place. Strange place. Reeks of death. I wonder what secrets I will uncover here. Drag marks. And blood was shed. But only a small amount. Were the victims still alive? Only moose males leave ashen footprints like these. One set larger than the rest. Sigrun and Alstein. Whoever did this, I will see that there is a price to pay. The wounds in their chests. Identical and cauterized. I've seen nothing like it. It's unnatural. Whoever was here made it a point to occupy this space. More elven symbols. Whatever was in this wall sat undisturbed for many ages. Until now, Asa sought to enter this vault and unlock its secrets. But before she could do so, someone beat her to it. That being led a group of moosebells here. Sigrun and Holstein were likely prisoners among them. Injured, but very much alive. The dwarves were taken to the center of this chamber, where it appears that some sort of ritual was prepared. The orchestrator came from the ancient elven object built into the wall. Possibly even used it in the ritual. Is that what led to the dwarves' deaths? The Muspels then left, taking the object with them. But the purpose of this ritual of theirs remains a mystery to me. That sigil. I think I glimpsed it before in Aetri while I searched for Balder. Perhaps we'll find some answers there.
to our trap. Together we have! Stay with me, come on! Guide my blows!
Cast about this land, my friend. They will attack on sight here. he have found fit here? To get on the other side. That key looks as though it may be complete. Well, whoever held the ritual at the vault was once here. Culprit searches for a Jotun and a Muspel subject to complete their work. Muspels killing Muspels. Writings on the ritual. They are performed at night. There's emphasis on something called a salakar. My Elven is rusty. Vessel of souls, I think. Is this the object from the vault? The culprit was deciphering Elven runes. Something about the binding of only the most powerful Hugas. There's much secrecy about the culprit's affairs. Only she and Sutra are aware. Another ritual site, perhaps. You're light on your feet, Asa. Following me now?
You've become quite useful, Aesir. My gratitude for opening the vault. Now tell me, what happened there?
I'm following the stink as it rises. As are you. Care to tell me why that is?
Days ago, Sinmara ordered my best warriors to the vault without bothering to inform me. I've not heard from them since.
Well, you're casting your suspicions at the right people. Whose quarters are these?
His name is Kalder, an adept in magic. Or Seder, as you Asgardians sometimes call it. This place is where he practices it.
Whatever he's doing, it is not Seder. At least not as I know it. He is using something called a salakar. It's part of a deadly ritual. And from what this room tells me, the dead will continue to pile up. Dwarves, Jotnar, Muspels.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You wouldn't. Your stepmother despises and distrusts you. Your father only the latter of those, for now. But in time, thanks to her venomous whispers, he may come to hate you as much as she does.
This is a lie. All of it. Your twisted attempt to pit me against them.
Sift through the mesh yourself. No other truth lies within.
Where are you going?
After the salakar. Whatever it is, your father needs it. It may be the only leverage I have to get my son back. Calder marked a place on a map surrounded by waters just northeast. If he's planning another ritual there, I may be able to understand what value this salakar holds. Calder may be nearby. This roof should give me a clear view.
Lord Calder, with your permission, we will now return to Asa.
Soon. I have need for you still.
Asa's warriors. Where do they fit into all this?
You are one of our captains, yes?
A duty I share with two others here.
I thought I saw something in you. Stout, resolute. Step over here.
Sigrun and Halstein were two of the most revered sons of Ivaldi. If such prestige is a requirement for these rituals, then Calder is surely luring that Muspel to his death. I wonder if there's a way I can observe the ritual up close. I need to approach Calder without him taking notice. Perhaps the best way is with deception.
Let me kill him!
Kill them!
Snapping at his heels. He can't make more.
Burn with me!
I haven't crushed a dwarf in days.
You're going down!
Asa chased after Kelda like a rabid hound. Though he is no helpless rabbit. Signs what I find of this pursuit. Survey the area, Sudan. These fools dared stand in her path. Several wounds. This one put up a fight. Briefly, I suspect. How hard was he knocked into this rock? Most likely dead upon impact. Bodies in this warpath. He was the last to die. Asa caught up to Calda. His warriors moved in while he pushed on. But Asa tore through them like a whirlwind. The trail of the dead reveals her direction.
Come! Caught up
dead reveals her direction. Hold us to. And most importantly, the Salakars. Asa caught up to Calder. His warriors moved in while he pushed on. Asa tore through them like a whirlwind. The trail of the dead reveals her direction. Hold us to. And most importantly, the Salakars. They are headed west. Guide me. I need to find Calder before Asa does. In her bloodlust, the Salakar is not safe. Looks like these two brought all the fires of Muspelheim with them. And Freya wonders why I have always refused to take her on a tour of that scorched dunghill. Asa and Calder fought here. Blood was spilt. Two sets of footprints. One is stretched, like someone fled. The other closer together, uneven and lined with blood. They were hobbling, perhaps. Asa and Calder fought here. He gained the advantage. Foolish girl. Asa, your rage makes you vulnerable. She's hurt, but not enough to stop her. Looks like she followed Calder up that hill. Best not to draw attention here. No sight of Asa or Calder. Only these curious Jotun buffoons who stand in the way. They should run, but they won't. Leading to it. These are similar. Were used to restrain someone. The dead stack up. For these Muspels, Ragnarök came early. Asa's spear, abandoned. Did Calder and his minions finally best her? Asa chased Calder into this camp, leaking her lifeblood, blinded by rage and utterly reckless. Looks to have cost her too. She came crashing in, mauling whatever half-wit stood between her and Calder. Those half-wits fought back in numbers. Injured and disarmed, she was overpowered and restrained. Calder then had her tossed onto a cart like a sack of turnips. Looks like they fled up that path. What is it Calder plans to do with the little princess now that she is his prisoner? Surely not. These tracks lead west. I must find Calder and the Salakar. For Baldur's sake. I paused here for a moment before continuing. No most likely to resecure Asa's bonds. Even in her sorry state, I imagine her to be quite the handful. She even bested me. Temporarily. Perhaps Baldur would not approve of my methods. Of the cruelty I must perform on his behalf. He and Asa, they're young. Pure of heart, but lacking in logic. One day they will grow up and see life as I see it. In the meantime, they must rely on me to hope I'm not too late. They made a turn here toward the river. Asa!
Is that you again, mad one? Come to tempt fate, I see.
I do not die this day. Can you say the same?
Yes. You've proven once already how you like to strut around, unencumbered by fear. Perhaps the Salakar did not give you an adequate taste of it.
Enough of this blithering. Hand over what is now mine, or shall I just take it?
To know fear, we must be subjected to it. When I am through with you, I will take Asa's willful Hugr. Soon after, the Salakar will be complete. Then, believe me, you will know fear and pain. Just like your son. Leak! Oh! What happened, All-Father? Too much of that vintage Asgardian air.
Why is Surtr collecting hookahs? What does he mean to do with the Salakar? Tell me!
Why do you aim to finish my work?
Ask yourself how much you care to suffer in these final moments.
Do your worst.
You are wasting your breath. He will not tell you. And he won't have to. His secrets are known to me now. You want them? Move aside. Move aside, or I will destroy it.
Traitor!
Traitor? It is you who are slaughtering your own kind.
What I do for Surtr!
Such devotion requires a strong Hugr. All these Muspel sacrifices, you needed only look inward. Was he right? About you wanting to complete the Salakar?
Surtr will not trade my son for something he cannot use.
So you will see it through? To what end? How many lives would you take?
For Baldur, I would drain all 9 realms. Even Asgard.
The words of a dreadful king. And a selfless father. It is the one thing that separates you from my own. You wish to reunite with your son. I wish to see my father's plans lie in ruin. No matter the price. Can you see both through?
I can. But I will need your help. The Salakar still requires the hooker of a suitable Jotun. Calder never found one. I must get hunting.
Do as you will. In the meantime, I'll join my stepmother, wherever she may be. I will try to learn how the Salakar fits into my father's plans. Under the guise of a contrite stepdaughter, of course. Keep it. I will need a way to find you when it is time to confront my father.
You and this bauble share a bond. I set out to use you to my advantage. It ends with me in your debt.
If it were not for you, I would have never known what my father was capable of. He used our people. Turned them on each other. For his gain. I cannot forgive him. And to that end, I am your ally.
In Asgard, an ally is a friend.
Let us not get carried away.
Which of these dwarves can help me find a suitable Jotun? Perhaps if I listen to that chatter, some fount of wisdom will reveal itself.
Oh, that little tart! What with her crimson locks and her pompous sway. She will bear the brunt of her fury. She will regret having ever followed her father into Svartalfheim.
I reckon they're lying to us about the invasion, just to keep us down here.
Please,
Fine by me. What with all this drink and meat to get you.
Quite the celebration here, huh?
Greetings, High One. Managed to get past the revelers, eh? Well, let them have their fun. Here, a small gift for saving my life.
Thank you. I can make good use of this.
Then I think I shall partake in a celebratory... whatever it is they do here. Good luck to you, High One.
A little less chilly in here, huh?
I was hoping you'd stop by. Now I can actually string together a sentence without my teeth chattering. Thank you. I would have frozen to death were it not for you. Here. Far from a grand gesture, but it's the only token of thanks I can spare.
And know that it will be used well. Thank you. Good to see you somewhere safer.
High One, good to see you again. Here, something to show my appreciation for saving my life.
This is unnecessary, but thank you.
What are you doing here? They must be here.
Nice change of scenery. Fewer arrows.
High One! You found your way to our little slice of paradise. Come, come! I have something for you. For saving my life.
Yes, a fine way to ignore the world outside, eh? Thank you. I can put this to good use.
Get us in trouble.
This is quite a feast for so desperate a time.
Bountiful food, bountiful ale, bountiful women. Would you be anywhere else?
You make a strong argument. Excuse me.
I know spirits know.
Hello there.
Well. Looks as though we have a guest of honor come to join us in our final moment of respite, High One.
Is that the sorry sight I see before me?
Oh, piss off with that high and mighty aura. You will not dampen our mood.
Of that I'm sure.
Spirits know. There is little I can say.
But I meant that.
Yes, I meant
We are all at the mercy of this same storm. But at least we have a place that shelters us from it.
Yes, it was strong. A place from which we can pick ourselves up. Many of our friends not save us. Some of our oldest, most esteemed. They adorn these lands.
Leave us in peace!
Sweeter than Freya's hot, wet lips on our wedding night.
Come to humiliate us some more?
Help me, and I'll compose your saga so exalted it will endure Ragnarök itself. But first, I need a name and a place.
For what?
For whom? The mightiest Jotun in all of Svartalfheim.
We know the one. Right hand of Suttungr. Malvigr. Here because of us.
She is worthwhile.
Gave your son Vidar quite a beating once, didn't she?
One day Vidar will make me proud. But why would Malvigr care about you two?
Bremir and Lom aren't our real names. Allow me to introduce Fjalar and Gala. The ones who killed Suttungr's father.
I heard something about him trying to outdrink a couple of dwarves. And after, befuddled tripping and breaking his neck.
Suttungr wasn't happy. Held us responsible. But luckily we'd acquired some mead. Some special mead. And well, Suttungr is partial to a bit of mead. We bartered it in exchange for our lives. Except afterwards, some thieving twat went and stole it.
Loki, most likely. It's always Loki.
Whoever it was, Suttungr didn't catch them. So he decided to take it out on us instead. Sent Malvigr to hunt us down. Been incognito ever since. Can't trust this lot not to sell us out.
Still, she hasn't found us yet.
She will. Malvigr's dangerous prey, even for you. But we can help balance the scales. Our old house, north of here. Sunk in a lake. Inside, upstairs on a table, you'll find a cup of great potency.
Cup?
You know, the cup.
Oh yes, the cup.
Has the power to do wonderful stuff. For instance...
So, I bring you the cup, and then...
we show you how to use it against Malvigr.
It's a deal.
They adorned these lands of colossal monuments.